We are live. Just checking to make sure everything's good on the live chat and that the angle's cool. So, how you been? Hope you guys have been good. Um, so I just wanted to come on and do some upper body focus like I promised in my last video. Also, I'm just trying to I guess get used to and adjust to being on camera too, because just in this capacity as well, because I've never really done too many videos like this before. So, excuse my awkwardness if there is any, which there will probably be a lot. But some areas that I wanted to, or some stretches that I wanted to show you guys, were kind of like some deeper stretches just to help alleviate some upper body tension and everything like that. So, like, to help alleviate shoulder tension. It could possibly help with your neck, but more so like your lower back, also your pec muscles as well. So, that's what I mean by like upper body stretches, not just like for your shoulders and your arms, but also other parts as well. So we'll just get into those. And then, yeah, so the first stretch that I like to do sometimes is to take my hands, and I say this all the time to my clients, take my hands and put them behind your back, and you can use your hands to adjust like that. So when I sit down, I kind of notice that my body pulls back a little bit, which is fine, because ultimately you're stretching your shoulders, but you're also stretching your pec muscles, which is something that a lot of people and clients need. Even if you don't um, use like a computer all day, I'm going to show you that from the front as well. But even if you don't work at like a computer desk and things like that, it's still really good to do these stretches because we just use our arms a lot. Like we use our upper body a lot. Like we use our pec muscles for virtually everything. So like you could be holding like a bag, holding your baby, just doing things, you know what I'm saying? Talking on the phone, texting, whatever the situation is. So cooking, cleaning, like literally anything. So it's always good to try and stretch out our pec muscles because that's just going to help us to sit up straight and sit up taller. Excuse me, maybe burp. Um, but it'll help us to sit up straight. It'll help us to just get into better shape and to feel better as well. So from the front, you'll take your hands and you'll just put one of them behind your back. It's okay if you can't reach that far. Just take your time and reach as much as you can because you'll feel it. Like you'll feel it pretty much immediately if that's the case, and that's good because this is the stretch that will really benefit you, especially if you do this. I feel like if you're gonna incorporate a stretch routine in like your daily or just in your life, I would say try stretching once a week and then doing certain stretches that you want to do once a week or so just to kind of get yourself started. So when I first started stretching, I would do that. I would stretch like once a week, and I would do like really, really easy stretches, like things that I could do in like 5 minutes or so. But as you can see too, you see like my pecs are like pushed out because that's what's gonna help. So I would do that. I would stretch for like about once a week, do easy stretches that were cool for me and things like that. And then after I would do that, I would like start stretching a little bit more, but I would like do it for 3 weeks. So after every 3 weeks, I would like incorporate stretching another day. Um, and I would do different stretches too. So when I first started stretching, I would do like easy stretches, and I got into the habit. So like I took 3 weeks, got into the habit, And then after the 3 weeks, I was like, okay, I'm getting bored, so let me try and figure out something else. So I would do the same stretches, but I would incorporate like one new stretch every time. I would like stretch, and then I would start stretching more often as well. And I would notice like this is actually really fun and really relieving. And then I started working. So, and I purposely got a job to help with these things as well. So that's one stretch that you guys can do. Um, of course, you can stretch your body the other way that I showed you, but now I'm going to show you one of my other favorite stretches that you guys can do as well. But you have to do it on the floor, of course. So this one is interesting, but to say the least. It's called fish pose. So, well, camera, what you want to do is just like too far down. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe if I just move further out, it'll be easier. Yep, I think. Okay, let me slide this down a little bit. Right. Okay, cool. So what you want to do is you want to lay down, and then your legs should be like they should be your knees. Your knees should be up. Yep, your knees should be up. So you want to get into that position. You want to take both your hands, your arms, and put them into like a diamond position under, or like a triangle underneath your glutes. So just lift up your hips, or you can slide over, put them under, put your hands kind of like into that diamond position. You'll notice that your hands or your arms are bent a little bit. If you can straighten them out underneath your glutes, then you're perfect. If you can't, just do it as much as you can. And then when you're ready, just let your feet slide down as much as you can. If you can go all the way down, that's great. So this is going to stretch out your upper body. It's going to stretch out your lower back. And it's just going to help pretty much your entire back and your pec muscles. I like to show this to my clients all the time, but because of just the way that work can be sometimes and just how many people I see a week, it is definitely hard to like show you guys this all the time and tell you guys this all the time. And sometimes I just get tired when I try to keep up with it. So doing these videos, I feel like it's just a really great archive to come back to as well, and like really good reference points, so you can see how I'm actually doing everything, and then you can like go back and rewind and replay and everything like that. You can even like shake your wrists out too, like those wrist motions we were talking about in the last video. You can do a couple of those if you want. Sit up. So those are some upper body stretches as well, some deeper upper body stretches as well that you guys could do. I'm gonna go over the deep neck stretch one more time in this video, just so that way it's in its own category. So some stretches you guys will probably see over depending on the situation and everything, just so that it's easier reference points and things like that. But yeah, so those are my two favorite like upper body stretches that I really like doing at the moment. Another one that I just came into contact with is, I don't even think it's a stretch, but it's kind of funny. Before I get into the next stretch, this is like kind of like a bonus. So you would want to do this standing, but I don't know if I can like stand and do this, but you just want to take your arms out and you kind of want to like pulsate them backwards like wings, and your hands need to be open, of course, like that. But yeah, and like pulsate back, and you can walk and do this, and it helps with your posture. You could do this just standing, and you could just do a couple of these, and it really helps like open up your chest, open up your pec muscles and everything like that. and the muscles in your arms. I feel like it kind of helps with like your levators as well. So that was another thing too. I feel like my shoulder was like really sore before I started this. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes down to stretching. My shoulder was really sore when I first started, like when I came on. But since I've stretched just the little bit that I did just now, my shoulder feels really good. Like it's still sore, but it's not nearly as sore as it was when I first started. So that's just to let you guys know as well, like the effects of stretching, like it's literally immediate. This is why I love stretching and why I always tell my clients, like, if you have pain, you got to make time to do this, because if you can make time to get a massage, you can make time to take time out of your day for like at least 5 minutes and do one stretch where you really feel a lot of tension or inflammation in the body, and do one focus stretch on that area for about 5 minutes, and then you're good. And just get into that habit, because the more that you start listening to your body and you respond as soon as you can, even if it's just bursts, like little bursts of energy, it does so much and it works tremendously for the body. It helps so much. So those are kind of those stretches. So for your neck, we'll explain that one more time because I'm pretty sure you guys got it the last time, but just for the archives. So what you guys want to do, roll my neck first and relax it. It wouldn't be upper body stretches if we did not stretch the neck. So that's another thing too. Like, I just feel like these videos, I'm definitely gonna be like, oh well, I gotta stretch everything, which is really nice because it keeps me on track, and that's what I hope that these videos can provide for you too. I hope you can like feel the energy, and you're like, oh, motivation. Okay, so next stretch this way. Breathe. Next stretch this way. Okay, so we go this way, and we turn our head this way, and we look down. Look up at the sun, head this way, and we come up. This way, turn, look down, breathe. Look up at the sun, look over, center head. Okay. It is a very strange stretch, which is why I think it's good to do the stretch and a few videos in different ways. So you can see it done differently. So one stretch that I just really want to do right now, I'm gonna do it anyway. Just the one that we did last time. This one is kind of out of habit, but just to show you again, I'll turn the camera in a minute so you can like really see like what's happening, of course. But pretty much the other side. But yeah. I did go over the stretch in the first video though, so if you do want to see the stretch done in better quality and better angles, definitely go check out my basic full body routine stretch, because that one is there, and the next stretch that I did as well, if you want to see a more guided and just easier way of doing that, or a way to like really break that down, excuse me, definitely go check out that video, the one that I did before this one, my full body basic stretch routine. But that is all that I have for you guys today, in regards for upper body stretches. When I learn more information, I will definitely bring that to the surface. But next week, tune in next week, because I will be talking about edema, like swelling in the body and things like that, what edema is, the things that I do that can help treat edema, and like a few tips and tricks that I have learned along the way with my own experiences with edema, and just with my clients as well. And, like information that I've gathered over the past like 2 to 3 years, um, you know, getting deeper into my massage journey and just experiencing different things. So, yeah, I'll show you guys that in my next video. It'll probably be a little bit different. Well, it'll be a lot different than this one. I'm gonna try and I guess make it seem a little bit more therapeutic in the video, but I don't know. I kind of like the vibe that we have right now. It's like really chill. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.